What is up? What is up, y'all? Damn, I don't know why my room feels so dark for some reason. Oof. Alrighty. Give me 1 second. I want to make sure I can get chat on this phone at some point. What is up? What is up to the people right here? Pretty dope. Oh my goodness, y'all. I woke up last minute. I'm so upset because I wanted to make a project today. But because I woke up so last minute, I don't think I have it in me to build. Straight up don't have it in me to build. So what we're going to be doing is still trying to get this JavaScript certification. I am so sorry for fumbling the bag on this project, but I will definitely be doing it tomorrow. That's when I'm going to be a little bit more freer so I can breathe, probably live stream a little bit later in the day just so I could get y'all a good little live stream. But today's live stream is still going to be pretty good. What is up? What is up? How are you guys? Let me see this quick. So I have a couple of things that I question marked, but I think I'm okay with not knowing as of right now. Also, too, I'm not really trying to do much of my learning on Free Code Camp. I want to make sure that my JavaScript learning is coming from building projects and the Odin project. So whenever you see me do something on Free Code Camp, I am going to take notes if, like, it's a little bit new, but I'm just going to probably be trying to go through it just so I can get that certification. Main focus is going to be learning somewhere else. So let's end up jumping over there. Let's go live and boom. Oh, this is embarrassing. All right, here we go. I love how my thumbnail always pops up, but y'all, isn't it crazy? I just ended up hitting 1,200 subs. So that is super damn dope. Thank y'all to the new subs. Thank y'all to the old subs. So it says, so are you doing your warehouse job? 100%. I'm still working on my warehouse job. I have to go to work today. Actually, I hate working today. So that sucks, but 100%, I'm still currently working at my warehouse job, and it's not a bad job. Like, if, truly, if, I couldn't find any way out of it, it's not a bad job. It's a career job. It's going to keep you set for life, pays good. So for me, it's like, I personally would like to stay there if I didn't have a passion for something else. So it's definitely a great little backup plan, but it's kind of like I'm already there. So you know what I mean? So it's like I want to chase my dream, and then, if nothing really work out, maybe stick there. It's okay. So I'm programming a null is meant to, oh wait, I think I already did this. Oh, never mind, I lied. A null is to represent a value. Hold on, because they're going to try to give me the damn answer. I just want to. In this case, it says, from which country are you in? I am USA. If the user enters an invalid input, you want to alert them and then return null to indicate that the function has failed. Still within your if block, set is error to true and return null. So I'm setting it still within my if block, set is error to true. So my thing is, do we have anything declaring is error? So am I doing like a let or something? Okay, we do have something declaring is error. That's what I was confused about. Real quick, I need to have chat open because on this phone, I need to download my YouTube video. Because I have a video coming out later tonight about my barbershop website. So make sure you end up checking that out. It's a pretty nice video. So then this should be easy. So we're just going is error equal to true. And then I guess what they want me to literally return null. Okay. I wonder if I had to write that. Because I'm like, them saying return null is going to make me write return null. By the way, today we also have a goal of hitting 1,220 subs. That'll be super damn dope if we can get some subscribers today, man. Try to get closer to that goal. That is what's up. Thank y'all for supporting this journey so far. So remember that return ends the execution of the function. So that's what we got. So after your if block, you need to handle the logic for when the input is valid. So because your if block returns a value, you do not need an else statement. Use the addition assignment operator to add curval to your calories total. You'll need to use the number constructor to convert curval to a number, and the number constructor is a function that converts a value to a number. I think I remember this. So if value cannot be converted, it returns nan, which stands for not a number. So I'm guessing, my thing is, where do they want me to add this at? Because it has to be before the null. So they said use the addition operator to add curval to your calories total. To my calories total. The only thing I see that says calories here is this. And I don't think that's where I want to be. Add curable to your calories total. Yeah, that would make sense. Unless they want me to write it here. That's after the return. That is after the return. So you do not need an else. Use the addition assignment operator to add. Oh my god, it's in my eye. To add curable to your calories total. So let me see real quick. I'm assuming I probably go in there, but I need to, I guess, write calories plus curval. But curval, I'm guessing, needs to be within the number operator thing. I think I could be completely misunderstanding what the hell they want me to do, in all honesty. After your if statement, you should use the addition operator to operator on calories. You should add the, oh, okay, oops, I just got it the wrong way. So I did do it right. I just put it the wrong way. I hate when I do that, because that could be a game changer. That could be a game changer for whatever I'm trying to do. Oh, it's still wrong. What the hell? So you should add the value of number curval to calories. So there needs to be a value to my number curval. Oh, so would it be like equals and then what? Curval plus calories? You should not add an else statement. You should pass curval to the number constructor. Okay, so never mind. That's not what we're doing. Well, I still didn't uppercase it. Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay, overthinking it. So there is statement. So let me erase this again. Unless it's supposed to be just like a plus equals. Okay, no, let's do this. After if statement, you should use the addition assignment operator on calories. And then you should add the value of number curval to the calories. So now I need to figure out what the hell the value of number curval is. So am I supposed to like grab this? That's I'm a little bit lost. The number constructor function returns a nan, which stands for. You'll need to use a number constructor to convert curval to a number. The only thing I can think of is if it's saying add the value. Unless it's supposed to be the other way around. Wait, no, because I'm thinking. So what? I'm supposed to like copy and paste this? Now I think I'm just going too far at this point. Yeah, there's no way that's what they want. They're saying no else statement. You should pass curval to the number and you add the value of the number to calories. What the frick? You have the value of the number to the calories. Yeah, I'm not getting this. What is up, y'all? What is up, Mr. Mickey Mouse? What is up, Jimmy? My bad. I'm trying to, figure out what the hell is going on here. After your statement, you should use the addition operator. So they really don't like when I put that equals. When I do it like this, then this is where they're on something. But there's like addition assignment operator on calories. And you should add the value of number curval to the calories. That is so like confusing. Oh wait. Oh wait, no, never mind. Curvel's number. Oh, I'm stupid. Okay, never mind. That's not it. I don't think maybe it needs to be in a quote. You see, returns nan. This returns a number. The if statement, you should use the addition operator on the calories. Oh, I already seen that. Wait, so it doesn't need quotes? Because I thought I needed quotes. Now it's still acting funny. I feel like you should pass curval. Well, they quoted it here. If not a number, I need to see what this is returning. Somebody is returning n. Maybe I'm supposed to write return. Okay, no. Then saying after if statement. Maybe I'm tripping about where it needs to be written. But then it's like, yeah, this wouldn't work here. Oops. That wouldn't work there. Maybe they want me to write it here. Should add the value of number curval to the calories. You should pass curve to, okay. So I'm guessing that's not where they want us to write it. I got that blue. Yeah. The only other thing is maybe they want me to write it here, but even though it won't work. Okay, no. Yeah, I don't know. I'm lost. It says calories plus equals number curval. I swore I tried doing it that way, but then I felt like, I mean, maybe that's what they want. I don't know. Let's see. Let's try again because, oops. Let's try again because that's how I had it at first. But then, I don't know, it said something that made me think it was the other way around, but maybe I'm tripping. No. Oh, maybe plus equals. You should pass curval to the number. You should add the value of the number. The only thing that's getting me is saying add the value of the number curval to the calories. So then I'm like, how do I add that value? I don't know, man. This is quite confusing. This is probably the most simplest thing and it's confusing. And I'm wondering, maybe I could be writing it in the wrong spot. It says, because your if statement returns a value, you do not need an else statement. Use the addition operator to add curval to your calories total. Is it supposed to be like I'm writing it next to the null? Like, I just have no idea. I'm trying to think of anything. Yeah, no, that won't work. That just will not work. Does anyone else see the issue here? Curval is not a variable. Yeah, it's right here. Oh, so is it not supposed to have quotes or something? Oops. Let me see without the quotes. And then probably do the equals. Maybe that'll work. Oh, there we go. I swear I wrote it like that at first. But I probably didn't put the equal at that time. Because if I just added the quotes like 2 seconds ago. So I probably didn't put equal. I probably did calories plus. Alright, thank God we left that one. Yeah, that's what I figured. I figured it was the quotes. I just added the quotes because when I looked at the example, I was like, maybe that's what I was missing. So I just added the quotes in there. That was something else. I sat there struggling. So this, after a for loop has been completed, finally, return the value of calories. I'm glad to get some easy steps right now because that was something else. So return calories, keep this pushing. What step are we on? This is 62. Hold on for a second. So 3, 64, just in case if I ever want to come back to these. 65, step 67, I mean 6. If you guys are new here, man, the more steps that I solve, the closer I get to my certification. So definitely hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Now it's time to start pushing it all together. Declare an empty calculate function. Okay, finally, function calculate. Oh, calories. Function. Oh my goodness. Oh, I know. That was right. I don't know why I panicked. Which takes a parameter of E. The function will be another event listener, so the first argument passed will be the E is a common name for this parameter. So it's going to be, so the first argument passed will be the browser event, and then E is the common name for that parameter. So let me see this. So passing a browser event, E is the common parameter. Just says it like in a weird way. Okay, so we're good here. On to the next, we're going to step 69. Now we're jumping through these. Let me make sure I get this video ready for y'all though by the time I'm done. What time is it? Oh, we're only like 10 minutes in. You'll be attaching this function to the submit event of the form. So the submit event is triggered when the form is submitted. Yay, I love me doing a little button because that's currently what the barbershop website is going to probably be. Most of it is just going to be buttons. Or not barbershop website, but any websites that I make. Other than that, I'm not going to really need to make nothing like this. The default action of the submit event is to reload the page. You need to prevent this default action using prevent default method of your ePerimeter. So add a line to your calculate calories function that calls prevent default. Okay, we are copy and pasters. And then we're going to throw W. Okay, we're going to throw E in there. Then reset the global error. Is error to false. So is error to false. Probably miswrote how they wanted me to do this one, huh? Your calculate calories function should call the E. Oh, this is awkward. This is awkward. Okay, here we go. Oh my goodness, what the hell am I doing? Sorry, I just don't like the way it looks. Like, give it a little space or something. And this is step 69. Oops. This is that step. The real step is supposed to be E dot prevent default. Just because I've never seen this piece of code before, calling prevent default. Unless that's actually a variable. Okay, yeah, no, I don't see a prevent default variable, so I guess that's like an actual thing. That's pretty cool. We're 71% done with this calorie counter. Isn't this amazing? Let's keep this pushing. Let's keep this pushing. Your function needs to get the value from the entries the user has added. So declare a breakfast input variable. We got this. Breakfast number inputs. And give it the value of calling document query all. With the selector hashtag breakfast input type number. Oh my goodness, they basically just gave me all the code. They didn't trust me, gang. They did not trust me. And this will return any number that has hashtag breakfast. I'm assuming this probably needs to be in a quote. Or probably needs to be in a quote. Okay, there we go. So dot query selector, so saying this will return any number of inputs that are in the breakfast element. So input type number. Oh, okay, that's kind of self-explanatory. I was gonna write that. Actually, no, I probably am gonna still write it. But I think that's kind of self-explanatory. You can tell that you're basically going to the input, then you're going for all the inputs that have the type of number, and then you're targeting those that are within breakfast, basically. Well, not all the ones with type, but yeah, technically. But doing breakfast is only getting the breakfast one that has type number. So you're targeting the numbers, which I guess is allowing these numbers to basically, they're gonna get the real value of what they're doing. So now let's keep this pushing. Using the same syntax, query your number inputs in the hashtag lunch element and assign them to the lunch inputs. Oh, perfect. We got this. Just copy and paste, copy and paste. This time we just gotta go for lunch here. And then we need to go for lunch here. Oh wait, instead of type though. Assign them, query your number inputs in the lunch assignments, we got that. And assign them to lunch inputs. Use the same syntax, query your number lunch inputs to query selected lunch input type. What the hell is my input type? Should be number 2 actually. Right? My input type should be number 2. No, where is my lunch? Where is my input? I can't even do this no more. Let's just go back. Don't care. So what is getting thrown off here? Lunch number inputs, document.query, lunch input. Oh, why would I feel like that wasn't working? Did I not click submit or something? I thought it wasn't working. That's why I was going through it. I'm dead. Literally dead. I cannot believe that. Now they want me to become a supporter? Okay. No, I'm just kidding. I need to be able to get this video in. Let me see here. I start a new project. Hopefully this video ends up coming out good. I didn't do too much editing for this video, so sorry about that. But it's just going to be a lot of talking for the video that's coming out later tonight. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't know why. I'm like, am I getting sick or something? This is crazy. So following the same pattern, do it for everyone. Okay, I got this. So what we're going to do is that I think there's one more. And then we just got to add everything in. So this is going to be dinner. This one is going to be snacks. And this one is going to be exercise, if I can spell it. And then we got to write dinner here. Bless you. Thank you. Thank you. I guess I need the bless because I just can't stop sneezing. My heart's probably stopping every time I do that. Exercise space. Alright, that's simple. We did that. We got that. On to the next. I was very confident about what was going on there. I love when I feel the confidence because then I don't want to backtrack. If you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. The more steps that I solve, the closer I get to my certification. I've been documenting my entire 4-month journey entirely on YouTube every single day for like 3 months straight, and then I started streaming every single day and then cut down on the videos and rather post every other day, but it is still a very, very good journey that I document daily. So definitely hit that subscribe button. We're trying to get this JS certification. We already got my web design certification, so it'll be pretty damn dope if you can end up hitting that sub button, getting me to my goal of 1,120 subscribers. That would be super, super amazing. Now that you have your list elements, you can pass them to your get calories from inputs function to extract the calories total. So declare a breakfast calories variable and assign it the result of this, which calling get calories from inputs with breakfast number inputs as the argument. Oh, okay. So they want me to, I'm gonna put declare. Imagine that's how you do it. You're just like declare and then you just write the variable. That would literally be insane. So let's go breakfast calories variable and assign it the calling of this. We got this. Paste call. And then with the breakfast, whoa, bro, can't speak. With the breakfast number inputs in here. Perfection. We did that. And now what is this doing? This is allowing, now you have the list of elements, you could pass them through function to extract the calorie total. So this is how we're extracting the calorie total. Understandable. On to the next step. So, says now declare a lunch calories variable. Oh, so we're just gonna do the same thing. We got this, we got this. I'm pretty sure everything should possibly be the same. Just switch everything to literal lunch. It says nice. I'm also doing kind of the same challenge, but I'm not consistent as you. Well, it's all right. At the end of the day, you know, people are gonna move at their own pace. And on top of that, I don't really get that much like studying in. I'm only really able to study and do a couple questions a day because of my job and stuff like that. So it's all right as long as, you know, you end up just going at your own pace, learning at your own pace. But also, yeah, try to see if there's a way for you to develop that discipline of doing it daily. That would be pretty nice for a lot of us if we could just, you know, just do things daily, stuff like that. But it doesn't really have to be daily. You can do it when you're free, right? But definitely, you know, this is the reason why I stay disciplined and what I always tell people so they can stay doing it too is like have a reason for why you do it in the sense, because for me, mine's like, or document your journey, I'm at. Because for me, because I'm documenting my journey, a part of me feels like because I tell y'all, like, oh, I'm gonna go live tomorrow, it makes me feel like I need to stand on it. Like, I'm like, you know what? I said I was gonna go live. There's probably people that care about my lives, not like completely, but like, you know, I'm like, they probably care about my lives and stuff like that. I'm like, if I said it, I kind of want to do it. And then same thing with like a video. I'm like, if I say I have a video coming out later tonight, like how I told y'all, a part of me doesn't want to finish editing that video. But because I told y'all that that's what I was going to do, it's like, it pushes me to do it. Cause I don't like to like lie to myself, you know? Am I spelling exercise wrong or something? Oh, I am. Yeah, because what the hell is this? I know that looks right to me, but maybe I'm tripping. I don't know. Let me try to. Maybe I'm dead tripping because every time I put it in, it looks different. All right, on to the next. On to the next. If you're new here, man, hit that subscribe button. Come join me on my journey. Been documenting this journey since day 0. The more steps we solve, I get closer to my cert. So it says you also need to get the value of your budget input. You already queried this at the top of your code and set it to the budget number input variable. So however, you used get element by ID, which returns an element, not a node list. A node list is an array-like object. Okay, so you know how long it took for them to finally define what a node list was? At one point, I was like, maybe I know already, but I'm so glad they just defined this a little bit. 74. Step 75. Y'all, I was just reading this book the other day. I think it's called The Color Purple. Man, and that's like one sad book. I never like cried while reading a book before. And it wasn't like I full-blown cried. It was like I got teary-eyed. And I'm sitting there like reading it at work. I'm like, this is embarrassing. I'm like, yo. But oh my goodness, it was actually a really good book. If y'all read books, man, read that book too. I got like 4 books that I'm trying to read within this month. And I already finished. Well, I'm halfway through that book, and I've only had the book for like 3 days, or began reading it for like 3 days. So I'm trying to get it done. I'm close to. Actually, no, I think I'm more than half. I'm at like 108. No, I think I hit 200 pages. I hit 213, and the book ends at 286. So I should have finished the book today. Pretty good book. So you got the node list is like an object like array, which means you can iterate it through and share some common methods with an array. For your get calories from input function, an array will work for the argument just as well as a node list does. So declare a budget calories variable. So let's move slow here. Let's go const budget calories variable equals, right? We don't want to do too much. And set it to the calling of the get calories inputs. Okay, that's basically what we did at the top. And then, we're basically doing the same thing. And this time it's called budget number input. If I knew that, I would not have wrote everything all over again. Oh, it's still not even working. You're calling the get calories function in your, oops, I'm forgetting it was an array. Darn it. But it's okay, we got that. And it's still not working. What the hell am I doing wrong? Get calories, inputs from, I still need to call it. Is that the problem? Probably need to call it inside. Okay, I was gonna say, I'm like, what the hell is going on here? What was all of that? It says, is it free? Free code camp? Yes, it is free. It's a free little certification that you can definitely go and achieve, which I think it's pretty cool to get. I definitely think it's pretty cool to get. Hold on real quick, because I'm looking at the size of this, and I'm like, I really don't like the way that's coming out. I don't like that y'all can see, like, the bottom of my screen. Then it's kind of going to make me have to pull that back. And then probably do, what the hell? Chill out. Probably do like a little bit like that. I think that looks better. My bad, y'all. I wanted to clean it up. I'm on the road to 1,220 subs. Make sure y'all end up hitting that subscribe button. Come join me on this journey. Your get calories from inputs function will set the global error flag is error to true. If an invalid input is detected, add an if statement to your calculate calories function that checks the, hold on, give me 1 second. That checks the, and then let me go back here, truthiness of the global error flag, and if it's truthy, then use return to end the function execution. So your get calories inputs function will set the global flag as error to true. If the invalid detection is there, add an if statement to your calculate calories function that checks the truthiness of it. Okay, I thought I was gonna get away with just clicking it. So it should have an if statement that checks the truthiness of the if statement. Okay, I got this. So if your calculates error should have an if statement that checks the truthiness of the is. So if is error, I don't know, is equal to true. Is that what they want? If is error is equal to true, then I guess just return, right? Your if statement should be placed after your last call. So then just return. Or do I have to do return true? Your statement should be placed after the last get calories from inputs function. Oh. I'm assuming they mean in here. Your statement should be placed after the get calories from input. Okay, never mind. I guess it goes here. but I just don't have it written correctly. Okay, so your if statement should use return to end the function. Your calories function should have an if statement that checks the truthiness of the is error. Maybe if I do like false, and then return false. Like, I don't know, I'm lost. Maybe I'm supposed to do return true if it's true. Like, that just seems weird. Yeah, I think I'm confused with what they're asking here. Yo, what's up? What are you doing? Hey, what's up? What's up? Currently, right now, I'm trying to solve as much steps as I can here to end up getting my certification. The more steps that I solve, the closer I get to achieving that goal. But as of right now, we're trying to do this question here, which I'm kind of confused by. It says your get calories from inputs function will set the global error is error to true if an invalid input is detected. So add an if statement to your calculate calories function that checks the truthiness of your global flag. And if it is truthy, then return to end the function. So I don't know if I'm supposed to do like a if statement and then do like an else if, or what am I supposed to do? Because you're checking if the truthiness of the is error. So that's why I'm like, huh? Because the is error equals false, but then I'm doing if the is error equals true, return true. I don't know. I'm lost on what I'm supposed to be doing here. Like, really lost too. I can't even think. I'm assuming it's supposed to be is error equals something if you're trying to check something for it. Unless or calculate calories function. And then it says your if statement should be placed after the last get calories from inputs function. After the last get calorie from inputs function? I don't even see get calories input. Unless they're talking about these. Yeah, that's probably what they're talking about. Oh, why would I, if this works, I don't even know why I didn't think of this. Okay. So then I'm pretty sure that's probably what that's supposed to be, but then I don't think I'm doing this at the top right. Maybe I'm not doing this at the top right. Is error equals true. I'm assuming I'm doing that wrong. So I guess I'm supposed to do if an invalid input is detected. So maybe I'm supposed to switch this to like false. No, that wouldn't make sense. Oh, scratch that. I'm wrong. Oh, you're wrong? Alright, never mind. Never mind. Because I think what I'm getting thrown off by is like, add an if statement to your calculate calories function that checks the truthiness of this, and then use return the end function execution. Like, I don't know if I'm allowed to put something in between this. But then even so, I don't even think I got this part right. I'm like super wrong. Hey, what's up, Ashkay? Akshay, I think is how you pronounce it. What is up? If you are new here, man, hit that subscribe button. Add if statement to, oh wait, I see what you're saying. So your if statement should use return to end the function's execution. Am I writing this in the wrong spot? Like, I'm not sure at all. Yeah, no, that's the wrong spot. So I'm confused. Your statement should be placed after your statement should use return to end the function of the execution. And then your calories function should have an if statement that checks the truthiness of the is error. And your if statement should be placed after the get calories from inputs. And good, missed 2 live streams since I was at break. Oh, well, that's all good. At least, hey, you're here now. Hey, what is up? So, oh, the function execution? So then what I'm supposed to do? Oh, okay, gosh, jeez. So am I supposed to do like calculate calories function? Maybe that is it? should have an if statement that checks, should be used to return the end to the end of the function execution. And then what, do I have to write E in here? No. Unless I'm supposed to write, no, that wouldn't make sense. If your if statement should use return to end the function execution. So saying that's where it's really at. So basically this is right then. So calculate calories, I guess maybe not that function execution. Maybe it's this one? Get calories from input? That would make sense. Since if return is wrapped in a conditional, it's possible that it would never exit the function. That's what I was thinking, but I don't know, they're saying it as if it's supposed to be within my if statement. That's why I'm getting confused, because I was thinking of putting it down here too, since I was reading about this new research that almost missed your live stream. I'm dead. I am dead. But no, yeah, so like, I'm lost because it says, dude, how do you have that #1 tag by your username? Oh yeah, it's crazy too, because they Beth was just at #3, and then it went to #1. Remember, you can check a truthy value only with its value. So only with its value? So I'm guessing I need to do what? I basically leave this here, and then I have to do something else within here. So I gotta do like, is error, like, I have no idea. Just because I'm typing way too much, lol. Is error, I don't know, is error right? Like, I'm kidding. I don't know. I have no idea. Dot value. So return calculate calories. Should have an if statement that checks the truthiness of the is variable. Your if statement should be placed after the last. Your if statement should use return to end the function. So maybe it's supposed to have two like returns then? Maybe it's supposed to do is error and that error? No. Oh, so the equal isn't necessary. So I'm just able to do is, oh, so like, do I not need to have true? Like maybe I do is error now equal to true? Or that's not how that works. Okay, yeah, no. So it doesn't need the equals. Maybe I just do true. It's not necessary the equal. So check this out. I think there's another way to think about this. Is error true? Return calculate calories. Maybe it just needs one equal. Maybe two. This is where's the apostrophe for true? The apostrophe. Bro, why am I blinking so hard on what the hell the apostrophe is? What the hell? I'm blinking dummy hard. Because what do we have to do here? I just joined now. Currently what we're trying to do is that I need to check if is error, wait, hold on. It says you get the calories from input functions will set the global error error to true if an invalid input is detected. So add an if statement to your global calories function that checks the truthiness of your global error flag, and if it is truthy, then use return to end the function. So I was thinking that I had to do is true, because the variable can be true or false. The equals are not necessary, and then you could just put the return. Oh. So then return. Because I always felt like my issue was, or maybe I don't need this. I feel like my thing is like it's saying that it needs the if statement. Okay, maybe now I move this up. Maybe now that's what I do. It says, and the if statement should be placed after the last get calories function call. Last but not least, maybe this needs to move. Oops. Never mind. I don't know what the hell I erased. I was thinking that I thought there was something here. Okay, I guess not. Never mind. So is error return. Also, it doesn't need the function call? Oh. So why the hell did I feel like I kept needing to call the function? Dude, so that was all I really needed? Why the fuck was I making it equal true? I mean, I could see why I was making it equal true, and I think it was because it made me feel like it's saying that checks the truthiness of the flag, and then if it's truthy, then they use the return. So I wasn't thinking that I could return it if it's false. I thought they only wanted me to return if it's truthy. And then I thought maybe they were going to make me do something else if it were to come out as false. So I don't know. They should have definitely reworded that different. 100%. Because, especially because here they have it equal to false. So in my head, I'm like, it's naturally false. Then the prompt saying exit out of the function if it is an error. It says good luck. No, you're not returning anything. Wait, what? Damn, can my phone stop doing that? I hate when that happens. Oh, shoot. It says you're using return as a way to exit the function. No, yeah, facts, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm saying, like, the way that they were doing it, they set it to make it, like, not return anything. I know that. I think I started adding the function because of step 3, how it was saying call the function. So I was assuming call the function must have been in the return. But what I was getting confused was that it was saying something like, make it truthy. Or if it's truthy, then return. So I was like, oh, so then that means it needs to not be false, because here it's naturally false. So it was or not naturally false, but declared as false. So in my head, I was like, okay, I need to make it equal truth and then return. So I think that was the reason why I kept equaling a return. They definitely worded that horrible. No, yes, definitely. So it is time to start preparing a calculation. Start by declaring consumed calories. By the way, make sure I'll end up hitting that subscribe button, man. We are so close to my goal of 1,200. Well, actually, not that close to 1,220, but we're at 1,201. Thank you to that new subscriber. Make sure you end up continuing hitting that sub button. So now we're going wait, where are we writing this? And assign it the sum of this. Note that the order matters for test, and be sure to do this after the if statement. Okie doke. So then we gotta go here, and we gotta go equals. Wait, we gotta declare it. Oops. And then we got to, I guess, copy and paste in a way. Obviously, erase the and. And then also, too, I don't know if it needs to be in quotes, or we'll see. Sure, it does. Oh, but still, wow. It says breakfast. Assign the sum of breakfast calories, lunch calories, dinner calories. Oh, I need to calculate the sum. Oops, this is embarrassing. Okie doke, we got this. Plus. There we go. It says, good luck on the journey. I'm a software engineer now. Free code can help me with the problem-solving skill, mainly the data structures and advanced part. All the best. Hey, that's what's up, man. Thank you, Sammy, for letting me know that, and thank you for giving me that encouragement to keep pushing on this journey. That is amazing, man. I love hearing from people who, are working, people who are going through the school, people who, done it. It's so cool, so cool. It says, bro, you should hear me yelling at my computer. FYI, this chat is a bit slow. We type out just in time, but it gets some time to reach you. Anyway, you solved a good job. No, yeah, I know. I don't know why it does that. I wish I can have it, like, more up to date, like, where as soon as I see it, y'all can see me responding to it quickly. It says, now declare the remaining calories variable. And so I guess they probably want me to do const as well, but I guess we'll see. And then that needs to equal from budget calories and adding exercise calories. Oh, wait, so give it the value of subtracting budget calories from consumed calories. So let's go and copy and paste this. So budget calories and consumed calories. And then adding exercise calories. First of all, is our math mathing here? Oops, exercise calories. Let's see how that ends up coming out. It says teacher motivating in the introduction lecture of every course CS video. All right, y'all, we did good. We did good there. If you're new here, man, come join this journey. I've been documenting my journey of how to code for 4 months, trying to become a web developer. And the more steps I solve on this account, we're step 79, the closer I get to my certification. So let's keep this pushing. You need to know if the user is a caloric surplus or deficit. A caloric surplus is when you consume more calories than you burn, and a caloric deficit is when you burn more calories than you consume. Burning as many calories as you consume is called maintenance and can be thought of as surplus or deficit of 0, depending on your goals. So declare a surplus or deficit variable, then use a ternary operator to set surplus deficit to the string surplus or deficit, depending on whether remaining calories is less than 0. If it is then 0, then surplus or deficit should be surplus, otherwise it should be deficit. Okie doke. Okie doke, let's get this going. So declare surplus or deficit. So we got to copy and paste. Copy and paste because we are devs, so it's going back to continuing learning bootstrap. Hey, that's what's up. We gotta go const, declare this variable. And then use a ternary operator to set surplus or deficit to the string surplus or deficit. I'm confused with the ternary to what this operator is. Guess the best thing to do is go to MDN docs and let's see what the hell this operator is. Ternary operator is a question mark? The conditional ternary operator is the only JavaScript operator that takes 3 operands, so it's followed by a question mark. So you're doing return is member question mark. This condition is truthy, followed by a colon. Finally, the expression to execute if the condition is falsy. So I'm basically doing what? So I'm basically doing, instead of it equals, am I immediately jumping into the question mark? Or do I do the equals? That I'm lost for. Because they're not doing it when it comes to declaring a variable. Oh, here we go. Okay, so you do equals and then you do the question mark. Oops, wrong thing. So you do equals and then you do the question mark. So I guess I would do use a ternary operator to set surplus or deficit to the string surplus or deficit. So they want me to string it up. But I don't know if in between that is when I'm doing the question mark. Am I supposed to do something like this or what? And then deficit, depending on whether remaining calories is less than 0. If it is less than 0, the surplus deficit should be surplus. Otherwise, it should be. Whoa, what the fuck? I thought we were declaring a variable. What the hell was we doing? I thought we was declaring a variable. You should use the ternary operator that checks if remaining calories is less than 0. Okay, so then, hold on. So then I'm doing the wrong thing. So remaining calories, I guess I think I get it to an extent now. So remaining calories is less than 0. But then what? So I get rid of the question mark and I dead ass just put less than 0? I've never done this inside of a, well, I've never done this. So remaining calories less than 0. If it is less than 0, then now what? You should have a ternary operator that checks if there, okay, so there still needs to be a question mark somewhere. Your calculate function should have a, okay, so we got the variable, then you're doing something remaining calories is less than, and then your ternary operator, so you should have a ternary operator that checks if remaining calories is less than. What? The conditional operator executes something is falsy. Function. So condition 1, value 1. Condition 2, value 2. Oops, why did I keep clicking that? So I'm assuming then that is right. If it is less than 0, then surplus deficit should be surplus, otherwise it should be deficit. Oh, maybe it's supposed to be like less than 0. And then if it's less than 0, what does it say? If it is less than 0, then surplus deficit should be surplus. And maybe I do something like this. And then I guess you separate it by these, and then you go again. But obviously switch it around. Is that what they want? So now instead of that, you're doing, otherwise it should be deficit. So I'm assuming what is supposed to be greater than or equal to. And then it should be deficit? Is that how they want me to write this, man? I'm so lost. I've never, like, seen this before. Oh, my eye hurts like hell. So if the remaining calories is less than 0, your ternary operator should return the string surplus if remaining calories is less than 0. Your ternary operator should return the string deficit if it's not less than 0. You should assign the result of your ternary operator to my surplus. So declare surplus variable. Then use the ternary operator to set surplus or deficit to the string. Maybe I'm missing that first part, to set surplus or deficit to the string. I don't think I'm gonna get this one because this is my first time knowing about ternary operators, so I don't even really know how to use this question mark. I'm trying to look at these examples, but I don't really know how to use this. So condition, expression if true. Oh. Okay, hold on. I think I wrote too much. Hold on. So you're supposed to do the condition. So if it's, so then that'll be surplus. And then this one would just be deficit. Deficit. There we go. Woof! I wanted to do that without looking at the comments because I figured I was probably going to get some help that would have gave me that answer, but oh, thank God. Woof! Because the reason why I knew it was because I finally looked at the syntax. I don't know why I didn't go there first. Probably scrolled past it too fast, but when it said the condition, I'm like, okay, they're telling me less than, and then this is if it's true and then if it's false. I'm like, oh, you put it on the same line. Okay, so that was crazy. That was crazy, but I'm glad I did that, man. All glory to God, though. It says, dude, the design of this problem is so damn confusing. It's like intentionally verbose and you lose focus on how it's simple. It says you had it correct. You just didn't finish the turning. Oh, okay. And then eventually, yeah, I did it. So yeah. Oh, that was great. I'm so happy that I read that syntax. I'm actually about to write that syntax down now because that was hell. What question am I on? I think I'm like 80. Yeah, it's question 80. Oh, I was gonna say 86, but I guess not. Hey, that's what's up, y'all. We did that. I'm like surprised. I'm shocked. Thank God I saw the syntax. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have even known. So then let me do condition, question mark, if true, and then if false. And then probably do like look it up after. Because I guess, what is this called again? This is called I do want to get this definition soon. This is called the ternary operator. That was such a weird, like, introduction to that. Because it's like, what made them think I would know how to do that? Like, I would have to look for the syntax. But maybe that's probably what they want me to do is, like, look for the syntax and stuff like that. Probably makes it a little bit better. All right, y'all, if y'all have any types of questions, y'all can definitely ask them away. Let's go and chat it up before we end up hopping off. Hope you all ended up enjoying this live stream of me struggling. Hopefully tomorrow I should be building a project, and 100% I'm not going to. Damn, I got a tan. What the heck? Y'all see that? Oh no, y'all can't see. Y'all can't see it, but that's crazy. But yeah, so definitely tomorrow I should be building a nice little JavaScript project because I do want to build so I can end up learning a little bit better. Right now I'm just getting introduced to a lot of things I don't understand. There are any operators or gex. Sometimes template literals depending on what question you're asking me to do. It goes crazy, but definitely, let's chat it up if y'all got any questions. I am gonna say, oh, what is up, Snake? Says, where am I going to college? It is this online school that I guess it's like a self-paced. I don't really remember the name because I just looked it up like a couple of times. But I know that it's a self-paced degree where you can, if you wanted, you can probably do it really quickly or you could take your time. I think that's for honestly a lot of what is it called? For a lot of online colleges. It's sometimes you can get it done fast and it's not really linked to a school year. So you can just kind of just do it and stuff. And I was doing research on, I was trying to do research on if it was legit because it sounds too good to be true. But then, a lot of people were talking about it. So it's a pretty good school. But then I'm also debating on if I should say scratch that and just go in person. Because I already finished a semester of college already. So I was thinking I could just enroll for this January, go to a college in person, and just knock out 1 year. Rather than waiting all the way until June. Which, the reason why I was talking about it now is because I'm going to be introducing computer science concepts to the channel. Cause I obviously want to pregame it, so I need to study, It says, what about a boot camp? I wouldn't mind a boot camp, but I think for me, I don't want to stick to web development. But I probably would do it if I am in web development. But it says, what are you learning in web development? I'm learning front end. I'm trying to learn JavaScript as of right now to try and get myself to make a web page functional. But I'm realizing that I think I'm going to probably do web design as a side hustle as always. I don't think I can see web design being a career for me. I think it's definitely possible to make it a career, but I don't really see it as a career for me. I think for me making a couple extra 400, 500 a month, obviously it would have to add up to that point, but I feel me making that would just be enough for me. I think it's probably one of the best side hustles you could do. And then I'm thinking maybe from the CS degree, I can try and work somewhere else. Of course, not just off of the CS degree, because you do need to know more knowledge and whatever you're shooting for. But just go in that route, So did you get your certification? No, I did not. It's going to take a while before we get that certification. It's going to take a while. It says web design jobs are highly saturated. No, yeah, because that's why for me, I never planned to get a web design career. I always wanted to do it as a freelancer. I wanted to work for the people that web designers aren't going to work for, right? You're not going to find too many web designers shooting for small business entrepreneurs because a lot of web designers just want money. So they try to shoot for the higher businesses that need websites. And it's no, for me, I was going to shoot for the people who they're probably not hearing from anybody, right? The small, real small business owners, charge them real cheap, but it's going to add up because, so that would have been really my goal. And then to at least try and get them to, like I said, eventually have that hosting fee possibly add up to 200 a month. So then all I really got to do is make another 2 or 350 off of making websites. And then hopefully that can add up the hosting fee. That was kind of my goal. But of course, money is not the first thing that I'm thinking about when it comes to that, because money is a hard thing to achieve in web development, or just not web development, but just tech in general. It's tough to get a job in tech. It's tough to freelance in tech. So, the goal for me is to really just, I just want to get that CS degree. And with that CS degree, you could really go any way. Because, a lot of people, and I don't think it's bad, but a lot of people are majoring in, they want to major in software engineering. And something, you could find stuff for that. And you can major in cybersecurity, major in this. And I feel with the computer science degree, those are good if you want that specific job, because it's probably going to help you get that specific job. But for me, what I like about the computer science degree is that it allows you to go in every way, because it's everything that you're learning in there can be used for everything. Web design, software engineering, front end, back end, database. What is the fourth one? I'm trying to think. Oh, cybersecurity, mobile, right? Mobile apps, something like that. AI is a part of it too. That was a good one. So it's like, I feel like I like that concept because I'm not trapped into one bubble. If I'm like, let's say I'm going the cybersecurity route and I decide to get into like security IT and I'm starting there, but then I end up, just applying to different jobs and I happen to land something 4 or 5 years down the line in mobile. It's like maybe I'll jump ship, maybe I won't. You know what I mean? So it's like, for me, I really like that, the concept of having that. But I do think that the concepts are definitely going to be very, very difficult to learn. Like, I'm not walking in this like this getting this CS degree is going to be easy. No, but I feel like I do believe I can get whatever I put my mind to. That's why I always tell people, man, if I wanted to be a doctor, I could be a doctor. Like, I know it's going to take a lot of studying. I know it's going to take a lot, but I don't think our brains are. I think too many people they hold themselves back in their brain thinking, damn, I'm not smart enough, or damn, this is going to be hard, damn, this is going to take long. My brain doesn't hold me back. I know I can learn whatever I want to learn. It may take longer for me, it may take shorter for me in different areas, but at the end of the day, I can learn what I can learn. Says, my advice, try every possible thing, web, mobile, AI. No, exactly. Try for 2 years. After that time, you will have enough knowledge of what you want to do. No, yeah, big facts. That's what I was thinking, because, like, I'm not somebody thinking I'm going to get this CS degree, and this is why I really think it was God, y'all, because I remember I was enrolled for my CS degree, like, way in the beginning, right? And I did 1 semester. I really feel like it was God that, like, help like show me that I needed to like drop out, and I feel like I didn't understand it until now because it like hurt me. I was like, damn, I hate that I had to drop out, but I had to. But then I realized, and I was looking back and I was like, if I graduated with my CS degree, because I would have graduated if I stayed in college, I would have graduated next year January. Wait, no, would it have been this year January? Oh yeah, I think it would have been this year next year January, my bad. The January coming up, I would have graduated then. But I was realizing that I don't think I would have had the knowledge that I have now. So I think I would have hopped out of a CS degree thinking that I was just going to get a job like this. And I'm glad that like God pulled me from that, because I would have been shocked when I got my degree to realize like, oh, I need to do more outside of this. Oh, hell no. And then I probably just wouldn't have done it. I would have just had the degree. So I'm glad that I gained all the knowledge that I have now, where it's like, no, because a lot of people are doing that nowadays. They're getting that CS degree and they're thinking they're getting a job right after that. That's not how that works. Depending on where you go, you could probably get into like an IT job after, maybe, no, because you're still going to need skills for cybersecurity. So it's like you might be able to get into like an IT job, but it might be like a beginner IT job, because if you try to go like deeper into that, but you don't know everything you need to know, you're not gonna immediately get a job deep, maybe you can get into tech support, but a little bit further into that, they might make you stay like in that area until you learn more. But it's like, and you don't even need to get a CS degree for that. So then that would probably annoy some people, because you could have just got the CompTIA A+, paid way less, not have been in debt, and then just gone to IT anyway. So it's like, I'm glad that I finally have the knowledge of knowing like, no, I need to do things outside of it. And, just glory to God for that, man. It says, you'll find, it says, if you were going to CS, there'll be a lot of fundamentals like design patterns. Oh, yeah, I know, man. It's going to be crazy. So you'll find what your path is when you get more exposed to CS. It says, do you know AI automation? No, I do not. It says, you don't want to end up as a IT guy at some office with a CS degree. No, yeah. Oh, IT guy. No, yeah. I mean, well, I feel like there's certain things, though, where you could rise up, with a CS degree. And then also too, like, I feel like I would never crap on somebody if they're like in IT, but then they have a CS degree, and it's kind of like you're just like, bruh. But I feel like for me, it's not like they're stuck there. It's only when they get comfortable, and I think a lot of people do get comfortable and then they stop. Because for me, if I did end up in IT off of my CS degree, or not really using it, but you know what I mean, like just I have a CS degree, I feel like that's not the end. I'm still gonna be doing stuff outside of that. That's gonna hopefully can get me into different careers. And then, so I feel like I would never crap on them unless like they're just sitting there. But it says, are you doing DSA in JavaScript? Yes, I am. Right, data structures and algorithms, yes. So I'm scared of doing CS because people say UTS is dying. I mean, well, I'm not petrified of it. I mean, well, the one that I'm going to is that and the only reason why I'm choosing it is because, like I said, it's self-paced, so you're kind of self-teaching yourself anyway. But then number 2, the debt is so much lower. So, like, for instance, I wish I could find the names so I could tell y'all. But so for instance, when I was going to college, I signed up for like a 50K debt. But then obviously I did one semester, so I escaped that debt. But I already paid like, because technically I went into my second semester, which pissed me off because the offices were not open, so I couldn't pull out before. But anyway, so I had to pay like 10K or 7K, something like that. But other than that, I was set. But the one that I'm going to, it is if I do 3 years, it should be 24K debt. If I do 4 years, it should be a 34K debt. And then you could do less than that. So it's possible to have like a 17K debt if you finish it in time. So I was definitely thinking of doing that. You said, is the college route better or self-taught? I honestly would say I think you can do it with either route. I think the only reason why I want to get the CS degree is just because for me, I personally want to, like I said, be able to pivot into any direction while having a degree that kind of, because there are some jobs that probably are going to cycle through, like if it's degree needed, they probably are going to cycle through like, okay, so here are the non-degrees and then here are the degrees. And then they're probably going to look more towards the degrees if the degrees are like you kind of need one, but they don't really care for it. So I feel like for me, I just want that extra boost. But on top of that, you're still going to need your project because they could still hire someone who is self-taught over you, even if you have the degree. So the degree, like, yes, it gives you a little push, but make sure you're still doing what you got to get done because someone can beat you, right? Even if they don't got one. Someone said, people say CS is no longer needed due to AI, but I don't want to believe that. No, yeah, I 100% don't believe that. I believe people are overestimating the power of AI as of right now. Maybe eventually it will get to that point, but you could still have the CS degree, like, because where people need to understand too is that AI will never take over cybersecurity. That literally was once I started figuring that out, I'm like, then I don't care to get my CS degree because for me, my backup plan will be get into cybersecurity. Like, because then at that point, I have the degree for it where I can stumble into there. I still need to get certain certifications, of course, and I still need to teach myself certain things to be able to get into it, but it is less competitive because it is so damn hard. Like, people just don't want to do it. So in my head, I'm like, as long as I just learn everything for that and struggle, like, stress the hell out, I still, with my CS degree, will have a permanent job over here. Now, if I didn't feel like that, I probably wouldn't have gone for the CS degree because then at that point, I could have just self-taught myself for everything. But also, too, with the CS degree is like, even though you can get into the position with the CS degree can help you get paid more or help you push you further into a position rather than if you didn't have the degree. But then on top of that, you end up getting your master's. Like, people are underestimating, like, what you could do. So, like, let's say I got into something like software engineering. Just, I magically went down that road, right? And I'm in a software engineering position. If I have my CS degree, I'm probably going to get paid more than the person coming in on self-taught. But then on top of that, if I have my master's, because the school also offers a master's degree, which I'm going to be going for, and it's also pretty cheap as well, but I'm probably going to wait before I go for it. But they offer a master's degree. If I get my master's, it really depends on the job, but when you're in that position, right, where you have your CS degree and it matters, you're raising your pay just off of that master's degree, and then I'm not sure if this is for every master's degree, but I think it may depend on the job, but your salary can increase every year because you got your master's. So I could literally be in a position with someone self-taught, and let's say my salary is increasing every year 20K, because some jobs do that, is increasing every year by 20K. I'm literally going to be next to this self-taught person, and then like his pay is probably going to go up a little bit, while my pay is going to shoot up here because I got my master's. You know what I mean? But we're in the same exact position. Or I'm rising up the field a little bit more quicker because you got the degree. You get what I mean? So that's why I'm like, getting the CS degree is definitely better. And then especially too, if you're someone who doesn't mind to transition, like maybe if you're someone who thinks I want to specifically do web development, then possibly getting a CS degree really wouldn't be the wave. But if you're someone who really doesn't care which route, like for me, for instance, I don't care if I have to go cybersecurity because it's less competitive. It's an easier job to get into. AI will never touch it. Even though I don't think AI is going to touch anything, or it's going to touch it, but it's only going to get the people who don't, grow in their field. I just think this is my backup plan. It's going to be cybersecurity, I'll go down that route. Or it's going to be IT and just rise up in the IT field. But it's like, I really would pursue cybersecurity, I feel like. It says, the reason I wanted to learn machine learning is in the future there will be more AIs and there will be demand for it. By the way, I'm just 2 days into learning it. That could also be another route too, is like learn machine learning. Then I also had an option to go for a degree. Then I thought it's going to take 4 years to learn all the CS fundamentals and foundations, which I can do in months. It says AI will automate a lot of the But then that's the thing though, Sean, because I was thinking the same thing. I'm like, we could really learn this way quicker than this degree, like this 4-year degree. But my thing is, if I already know everything, then why not shoot for the 4-year degree? Because then it's not really going to feel like I'm doing any classwork, if that makes sense. Because I already know the answer. I'm going in there, I'm just doing it, passing in my assignments. Like, I already know everything. So I'm just getting a degree, basically without even feeling like I'm learning. But you can also do an online school too, because there's an online school that you could fast forward that to get it in like 2 weeks. Like if you feel like you know everything already, you could try to get the online degree in like a year. Because AI will automate a lot of the redundancies of programming. Cybersecurity will be booming though, honestly. Or if you want to go government programming, critical system, aviations, etc. Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why, like, if you're getting a CS degree, I really think you should just be open to a bunch of different jobs. If you're really stuck on one job, like you're like, no, I want to do web dev, then honestly just learn everything you can for web dev. You know what I mean? Another plus of college, internships are huge. Oh no, exactly. Many entry-level positions require experience, and where internships will be a godsend. But it's definitely hard to still be getting internships. So I hear a lot of people say they struggle with that. It says tech help boy, oh boy, say that again. The value of CS-based careers is about to take a tumble with the pace of AI is moving. It says, my honest opinion, most UI, UX, and web developers are going to struggle the most. Now, I was going to say, I honestly think the people that are really going to struggle are just, like I said, the people that get comfortable, man, because you got to learn how to work with AI. Don't fear it. You know, become a problem solver. Like, what we need to understand is that our job as, you know, coders, we were used to writing every line of code. When AI comes in, they're going to write the code. So now you need to change how you do things in the sense of, when they write that code, you need to be a problem solver, you need to be a debugger, you need to have be able to translate the ideas of a client to the AI, like whatever you're using. And that's where I feel like you need to step in as a human and you need to work on those skills over the actual, like, I'm going to code this whole thing, because you're probably not going to do that at your job no more because AI is actually going to code it. So you're just going to give like the feed to AI. You know what I mean? So I feel like that's really where people need to shift that mindset and don't get comfortable, man. I think a lot of people are going to get laid off because they're comfortable at their job. They're not trying to learn anymore. They don't care to, you know, work with AI, blah, blah, blah. Those are going to be the people that struggle. Those are going to be the people that can't find jobs. Those are going to be the people that get let go. So it's like, we really just got to work with AI. You really just got to work with AI. It says, are you going to build anything today? Oh, I already built today. Well, I already did some questions today. So right now, we're actually just about to end up hopping off this live. If you guys are new here and enjoy this conversation, man, hit that subscribe button. I go live every single day at 12 p.m. EST, either solving JavaScript questions or building projects. And on top of that, you know, we be having these chats at the end, which I really like. I'm about to hop off in like 5 minutes, so let's keep this chat going. I really like this. But yeah, no. So that's why I'm saying, like, and then the thing is, though, is a lot of people don't want to shoot for cybersecurity because they think it's a really stressful job because of deadlines and, you know, just certain things that you need to do. But it's like I said, I feel like I can truly put my mind to anything. I don't care if it takes me 5-6 years to understand cybersecurity. I'm going to go that route if I got that CS degree. But to me, it personally doesn't feel like such a big weight on my shoulders because the debt isn't going to be that big. It's going to be like 24K or 32K. That's pretty simple to me. I can, let's say all else ended up failing. For me, I think what I would probably do is I would go and just do a different certification, something probably outside of tech, see if I can probably do like a CDL or something, make as much as I can make, and then pay off the debt, and then still pursue like CS on the side, whatever projects, and keep applying, you know? The goal is to just keep applying. It says, how long is cybersecurity course? I'm not even really sure. You say you're not a fan of cybersecurity because of the general nature of the job. I like creating things where cybersecurity is more of an online police officer. Yeah, I was gonna say, I think that's where a lot of people tend to lead, and that's why they don't tend to go to cybersecurity. But I feel like for me, like, I like that concept, being like anything that has to do with like a laptop, like, that's why I'm willing to do IT. Like, the only thing I'm not willing to do is like make laptops. I don't like that. Like, engineering the laptop, no, that's not for me. But I like anything with a laptop. I don't care if I'm an online police officer. I don't care if I'm coding websites. I don't care if I'm making software. Like, I just like a laptop and typing. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my thing. So Try Hack Me is a good site for learning cybersecurity as well. Yeah, I heard that. Well, I didn't hear that it was good for learning. Like, I heard that you do need to have some skill in hacking or knowing, some cybersecurity skills, and then you go on that website, but I'm not sure. This few years into the future, this chat will be in big places. I hope so, man. I really hope so. I think that would be super damn dope. So its ability to debug itself is getting better every second. Very soon, programming will be just English language. I honestly don't think it's actually as close as people think. I think it's definitely going to be way, like, longer down the line before AI really starts, being able to do those things. I don't think it's that close. Like, you ask ChatGPT or ask any AI, like, website to do something, and they're gonna fumble in, like, 10 seconds. It's like, I don't think it's as close as people think at all. But I do believe that we still, of course, need to learn how to work with AI, because if you learn right now how to work with AI, eventually, like, when AI does do that, you're not even gonna be phased. Like, when AI can really do that, you're not going to be phased because you learned how to work with it. You know what I mean? But that's why, like I said, I always tell people, like, with web developers, I feel like your best bet is to just be a freelancer, because if you are making websites for someone, they're not going to care how you're making the websites. Because a lot of people say, oh, you said give a shout out to Omar. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right. I'm sorry, but what's up, Omar? Shout out to you. But, what was I about to say? Something about web development. Oh yeah, because with freelancing, I was gonna say that basically with web dev and freelancing websites, it's like they're not gonna care about your clientele is not gonna care about how you made the website. They're not gonna be like, wait, no, is this from an AI? Like, is this from WordSpace? Like, are you dragging and dropping, or are you HTML, CSS, and Like, they don't care, right? So I feel like I get what people mean, because people are like, well, then why learn HTML, CSS, JavaScript if I'm just going to, I could just use WordSpace to make the website, right? And become a web designer. But it's like, at the end of the day, that really just comes down to you. Like, for me, I personally like coding. So if I'm going to be doing it as a freelancer, I want to code, but I'm going to target, like, smaller entrepreneurs, because that's a bigger, I feel like that's like the entry level and is less competitive when it comes to freelancing websites. Because even, shoot, I be looking at people around my community, like, locally, and their websites don't look good at all. And I be looking at them, and that gives me motivation, because I'm like, I'm gonna hit you up one day, I'm gonna make you a better website. Like, I can already tell. You know what I mean? So it's like, they're not gonna care whether you made it from WordSpace, whether you made it from HTML, CSS. At the end of the day, you're still gonna get paid for it. You're still gonna make money. Maybe go into, like, a big tech company, you might get laid off at those jobs, because they could really just automate it or use just straight up AI. They can just go from web developers to web designers and still make money. You know what I mean? Like, hire people who are just going to use AI, or not even hire people, just let them do it. You know what I mean? Obviously, that's more further down the line, but it's like, definitely, I could see how web design could probably be replaced in that area. But I think it definitely is going to be a long, long time. And I think there's still going to be a lot of people that need to work with AI. So be one of those people. Be one of those people. Because they can't just let AI be off on its own. I don't think it's ready yet. So they just want a product. Facts. It says the AI is good at writing the scaffolding, but you really got to spend a lot of time debugging. Exactly. So basically it feels like the next step of using IDE to write boilerplate. Also, as someone who worked on Upwork, you have to understand HTML, CSS, and JavaScript to even work with those sites. They mainly hire you to do things they can't. Oh, that's crazy. Insane. Also, too, when you are doing freelance work, make sure, like, you are on those websites like Upwork and Fiverr, but also make sure that you're reaching out to people too. Like, that's why in my head, whenever I'm thinking of websites, I'm thinking of people locally. Like, because I know a couple people back from my high school that are trying to start businesses. I'm like, bro, I can help you out, you help me out. Like, let me make you a website, you shout me out. and then I made you the website, right? And then I'm getting the shout out. I'm getting hopefully more people come to me, right? So it's like, for me, that's normally my mindset when it comes to things. But that's why for me, I see it more as a side hustle. It could definitely become a career, but I don't care if I'm making just an extra 200, 300 bucks off of coding for a couple days. I'm chilling. Except for some reason you're banned on Upwork. Evening, y'all. What is up, McDonald? My bad, y'all. I've been yapping for a minute. I've literally been yapping. So if y'all have been here, y'all want to continue this type of conversation, definitely hit that subscribe button, man. I go live every single day. Been documenting my journey since day 0 to day now. Literally videos on videos on videos of me showing my journey. It has been crazy. It has been amazing. I love y'all. To the new subs, to the old subs, the people that are in this chat. I don't know if any of y'all subbed. But it's definitely nice that y'all came here today to come and chat it up. You said, what do cybersecurity experts actually do? Honestly, it really does feel like an online police officer thing. I don't know. I think they just sit there and some of them try to break into their own website to see where there's holes, and then they write stuff and then send it to other people to fix it. Like, I don't know what the hell they be going on, but stuff just be happening. So definitely hit that sub button. I'll be seeing y'all later. Thank y'all for supporting this channel for as long as you did. I will be leaving. I'm so sorry, McDonald. I think you just got in here and I'm dipping. So I'll see y'all later. Deuces.